One of the first things you're going to want to do with your new journal in OJS is to follow the 5-step setup procedure. To start, go to the user homepage. Select your role as Journal Manager, and under Management Pages, select Setup. The resulting page will show you the 5 steps to a journal website. Let's start with Step 1, Details. From here you'll see a variety of form fields, some required, marked by the asterisk, and others not. You can fill in all of the required fields and as many of the non-required fields as you wish. Although not required, one of the most important fields that you can fill in are for your ISSNs. If your journal has a print version, you'll have a print ISSN. And because you're using OJS, you'll probably have an online ISSN, and you can enter that here. If you haven't registered for ISSNs, you should do so right away. It's a free service, and there's a link within OJS that you can see here on the screen that will take you right to the spot that you need to go to get that done. Once you have an ISSN and you've entered it in OJS, your journal will be much easier for readers to find, and it'll also be easier for you to get included into various indexing services that are critical to raise the profile of your journal. You can enter your DOI prefix here. If you're interested in using DOIs for your journal, you'll need to contact Crossref, and there's a link in the interface. Moving down the screen, you can type in your mailing address. In section 1.2, you can start to fill in the principal contact information, and you can always go back and change this later if there's a change of staffing at the journal. We'll just make some information up here. And here we can add the technical support contact. We don't need to change any of the defaults in email identification. But let's add a note here under Publisher, and we'll see how this looks at the end on the journal's About page. And we can make up an institution here. Add a URL here. And we'll add a sponsorship note here. Add another institution here. And a corresponding URL. And we can add a note for sources of support here. If you don't have any information for any of these sections, just leave them blank and they won't appear on the About page of the journal. And if you later did have information, you could put it in and they would magically appear. Let's make up a name here. Add a URL here. Next, let's head down to search engine indexing. You should add a brief description here. And some keywords here. The description and keywords that you add here won't be visible on the website, but they will be available to search engines like Google to be able to better find your site and to raise its profile in search results. The custom tags field is optional, and would only rarely be used. For example, if you wanted to temporarily block search engines from indexing your site until you were ready to go public. The final step on this page is journal history. If you would like some history to appear on the site, you could type it in here. And once you've finished with this page, hit the Save and Continue button. From here we could then proceed on to the next step, or we could take a look at what we've done so far. Let's select About and Contact. And here's where we can see the mailing address, the principal contact, and the support contact information. Also in the footer, we can see the ISSN. Let's just go back, and this time select Journal Sponsorship. And here we can see the publisher, sponsors, and sources of support information we added, with the note and any URLs to the institutions. Let's go back again, and this time select Journal History. And that'll take us to a new page that includes the title, Journal History, as well as the text we typed in previously. And that's it for step 1. We've now completed that and can move on to step 2.